Everyone told me this teeny bathroom couldn't handle more than 2 sad little shelves, and everyone was wrong on multiple levels. But you were right about one thing. It's gross in here. Here in the bathroom, which we haven't done anything to yet besides just kind of like move in and start using it like it's finished. It's really tiny, so you can see like this is how tall the ceiling is on this side, and then it slants upward, so slightly taller over there, but tiny old house, so cute. This is what I'm gonna make over right here, and we need a lot of storage because there's only space for the tiniest of vanities to go here. I am gonna switch this out at some point, but for now, we're working on this part, and I'm gonna do built-ins, a couple shelves in the middle, so we can like maximize the storage in this tiniest of rooms. So let's get started. Demo, I'm gonna remove these two things. This fan cover fell off, so there's a new one on the way. It's so gross up there, but anyway. For everyone that said bathroom built-ins around the toilet are crazy, I'm about to prove you wrong. Suspiciously easy, and that is disgusting. Ugh. The secret to these built-ins is that I'm going to use PVC, so they're going to be waterproof, so it's totally safe for a wet area. Also, I found my favorite eyeliner. One of my favorite hacks is visualizing with painter's tape so I can see exactly the spacing that I want. This spacing is tight, so I'm being strategic about using every inch. We could use some more strategy elsewhere though. Somewhere we have a real screwdriver, but we cannot find it, so let's just use this chisel. Well, based on this interaction, none of you would believe me if I told you I renovated 4 houses solo. Anyway, back to demo, getting all these weird brackets and handlebars out from the wall. I'm pretty excited about this window. I think these blinds are so cool, and I need to build the built-in so that this can still open and not run into the shelves. Okay, here we are. I'm changing this handle because I got this one that's gold and like twists. I have to reach my hand in there. It is very old and very gross, and I'm not excited about it, so come with me. It's very gross, very gross. What's not going on? I need a pliers. Hi, would you like to go inside there? Yes. Please forget that plumbing is backwards, like look Lucy righty tighty. The opposite. "85 hours later." I mean, but like so worth it. I'm also demoing all the old soggy trim. Ew. This is disgusting, just in case anyone's wondering. Okay, it's like you've never seen a 180-year-old bathroom before. Everything got a fresh coat of paint, white for the walls, and the trim matches the rest of the house. Normally you'd build built-ins like as a box and then put them in, but I'm working with such tight space that I'm just putting in the sideboard first, anchoring it to the bottom and the ceiling, and then I'm gonna add all the shelves. So once I have the shelf cut down, I just remove the little tape from my template. I'm adding in the shelf. It has construction adhesive on either side. I'm leveling it out, and then I'm securing it on the shelf side with some brad nails while that adhesive cures. I also have some little 1x1 scrap boards that I'm putting underneath the shelf for extra support. And I'm using construction adhesive because this is PVC, but normally I would use wood glue. It just makes all of your builds extra secure if you're gluing everything together and not relying just on screws or nails. Also, I know I always forget to say sizes. I think these are 1x10 boards. I feel like we should have made a bingo card for how many times I get grossed out by this bathroom. Ew, it's disgusting. I had big dreams to find a vintage cast iron vent cover. They are so expensive, and hard to find in this size. So I just got this plastic one off of Amazon, spray painted it, and I feel like nobody's gonna know, except all of you. So you walk over here, and then here's the little built-ins. There's like designated spots for toilet paper, towels, trash can, cleaner thing. Every half-inch matters in here. So then the plan is to do like a wood shelf here and here so that all the shelves like line up, but there's built-ins and then wood shelves. This is gonna be something, maybe tile. Should we do tile in this tiny spot? This is my favorite thing ever. Look at this. So cute. And the floors we're keeping because they're old brick and kind of cool. And then I'm thinking pole wrap for this wall, so it'll match the wood shelves. It's so tiny in here, it's hard to show you everything. Whenever you're building your own shelves, you want to add a face frame or some trim to the front because it makes it look way more polished and professional. The one I'm using has a little bevel, so it gives it some texture and it's not just super boxy. I'm adding the same trim I'm using on the front of the shelves to the sides of this built-in as well, so it looks polished. And then I really messed up. Okay, so I built these super amazing built-ins for the bathroom. The only problem is I accidentally painted them with deck paint. So it's like a sandy texture, literally so horrible. Coastal vibes, except there's actual sand in the paint. So sanding that was fun, but anyway, here's my best shelf hack ever, okay? Go to Home Depot and get some stair treads. They're cheaper than buying hardwood, they're slightly thicker than 1-inch lumber. It's gonna be nicer wood like oak, laminated on either side, so you're gonna get a really good grain when you go to stain them, and there's also a lot of different edges. So beveled edges, bullnose edges, and you can add your own trim to change the shape of the shelf. I'll show you that in a second, so I'm just cutting them down to size. They come with a pretty smooth finish, but anytime you can sand up to 220 or 320, you're just gonna get a way better finish. I love this little hand sander. I don't know who makes it, but I'll link it below. It's just great for a quick pass before I add the stain. Going with a medium wood tone felt a little risky, and honestly, after I stained it, I hated it until I got it in, so you'll see in a second. But also, if your stain is always coming out splotchy, it's probably because you're not sanding enough beforehand, or you're not wiping off the excess, because that's going to make it look super streaky. Okay, staining the pole wrap to match. I will link this color down below. And getting it behind the toilet was kind of a challenge. So, here's how that went. This is like an awkward teeny wall, and I wanted to tie it in with more pole wrap. I feel like it's just going to make this whole little alcove look cohesive. I'm sealing everything with a few coats of poly for the moisture. Okay, here's how you customize these shelves. So they look pretty good as is, but you can cover the front of the stair tread with any kind of trim, and that lets you totally customize the look. So this is a little more like elevated vintage vibes versus like clean and straight and modern. These brackets are so freaking cute. They made the whole middle look amazing. You'll see. shelves with me. Normally I just plop things on and move them around a lot, but I already have this that looks like it goes together. Fake plant. Oh, are you pouting because you're not getting enough attention? I'm doing shelves, I'm sorry. Do you see how much we can fit in here besides 2 dinky shelves, and they actually look good and it's functional storage? Yeah,